attention. You got you.
What up, DJ gang? Back at it again with another video, and y'all already know it's Shay Gang or No Gang. And yeah, so y'all tell me what y'all think about that new intro though, because my girl worked real hard on it, and I'm very proud of her. And I want to thank her. Shout out to you for doing that video, T-Baby. So, without further ado, let's get into the so. I'm gonna start off with the thing that everybody wants to know about work. With work, I say stay on it. Some work you don't think it counts, do it, because it does. It does count. It always counts. Do your summer work, because at the end of the day, that summer work is worth more than a whole bunch of your projects that you'll ever do in that class put together. That is a big point in your grade, and if you don't do your summer work, you're going to start off in that class with a D or F. I'm just going to let you know that now, because these teachers will give you a whole bunch of summer work, especially if you taking advanced or AP classes like I did. They're not going to baby you at all. They're not going to baby you. This is high school. And knowing about the teachers are way different from in middle school, what you're used to, because these teachers are not playing with you. I'm sorry, but they're not playing with you. And you're going to have a lot of cool teachers, probably, because I had a lot of cool teachers, and a lot of the high school teachers are cool. Just don't get on their bad side and do your work. Stay on top. Let's talk relationships. I think some high school relationships are an honest waste of time, because they don't last. And a lot of the times, the boys' loyalties are compromised. So it's just best not to get into a high school relationship. A lot of people in high school, if you think you're ready to date, a lot of people are not going to have your same mindset, your same loyalties. And I say just don't waste your time with heartbreak and wait. But, I mean, talking to people is fun. You know, the illusion of a relationship. Because I've talked to people, and you're not always going to, the boy that you talk to or date in high school is not always going to be the boy you married. That's very unlikely. But it happens, so I'm not saying it can't happen. But 9 times out of 10, it won't happen. And that's just that. But I have talked to people in high school, so I'm not going to say you shouldn't. Just be careful who you talk. Number 3, trade. Procrastination. I can be the queen of procrastination at times, because it gets hard. It gets real. But do not procrastinate, especially not when it comes to doing your work, because you're going to have that same mentality all the way through high school. Because if you got through your freshman year procrastinating, you're going to think you can get through every year procrastinating. And quote me on that, because it's facts. Because if you procrastinate and you pass, you're going to be like, okay, I can do this next year and pass. And then you're going to run into your junior year. Then you're going to see procrastination is not where it's at. Sophomore year, procrastination is not where it's at. You're going to run into a roadblock, and you're not going to know what to do, because you don't procrastinate all this time, and now you're failing. So, to stop all of that, don't procrastinate. Do what you got to do and get out of there. Because the faster you do, the faster and more efficient you do what you got to do, the faster you get out of there. So do not procrastinate. So now we're going to talk about organizations and clubs. Me, freshman year, freshman year, they do allow you to do sports, okay? Some schools don't, though, and I think it's barely fair to say, because, you know, you need to focus on school. Your freshman year is your first year, it's your strong year, it's your main year is your important year, so focus on school. But as far as clubs and organizations, you want to get into as many things as you can because it looks great on college applications. You want to do stuff so you can mingle more. You want to have different connections with different groups of people, because if you keep yourself in like this little box where you're just talking to your friends, you're never not going to know about nothing over on that side because you're not worried about whatever that side people got going on. See, me, in 9th grade, I didn't do a lot, but my 10th grade year, I was on the robotics team. And I wouldn't say that that's not my group of type of people that I talk to, but it's definitely not a group of people that I always hang around. Like, they're different from my main group of friends, like, you know what I mean? So I have them to talk to about certain things, like my main interests, and then I have my friends to talk to about certain things, and it's opinions from like different groups of people. And I also joined a high school sorority my 10th grade year. So it's just like college is almost, we step and stroll and do everything that they do, but like we're not copycatting off of them, like we're inspired by them almost. And we don't have any direct connections to them, but being in a high school sorority, especially my high school sorority, you have to maintain a certain grade level, you have to adhere to a certain profile, like I'm lost words. You have to maintain a certain reputation. That's the word. You have to maintain a certain reputation to remain in the organization. And where I'm from Alabama, and high school sororities is a big thing here. And so to be a part of something so big and like something that a lot of people don't get to do is really great, and I'm thankful for the opportunity. So that also helps me connect with a whole bunch of girls that I would never have thought I would connect with, but going through everything that I did with them helped us connect a lot. So I say join organizations. If your area have high school organizations like sororities and fraternities, join one, because I mean it's only for 4 years, but what could it hurt? You're really in it for a lifetime, because once a member of one organization, well, my sorority, once a member of them, you're always a member of them. So, but yes, join clubs, join organizations. So now we're going to talk about outings, and outings like football games, dances, you know, parties. I say if your work is like completed and you feel good about where you are like school wise, and you feel that you don't need to study, then 9 times out of 10 you probably don't, because you know yourself. But if you know you need to study and you know you need to work, be true to yourself and get your stuff done, whether that means you're going to miss the biggest part of the year or not, because at the end of the day, high school parties are just high school parties. Like, they're not going to determine your popularity in life, because all the people that are most popular in high school are not going to be the most popular in real life, because those people, 9 times out of 10 are going to be the people that's not as successful as, say, the people that stayed home and did their work and, you know, did extra stuff. So I say just do what you feel is best, but be true to yourself, because parties are not everything, and a lot of stuff happens at high school parties. So I say stay within your bubble. Like, don't you know, clout chase or anything to go to parties and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, parties are not going to be the main things you remember. Well, they're really not going to be the main things you remember from high school. It's really going to be like times that you spent in class with like friends and stuff, and certain things you did out of school. But it's not always necessarily going to be parties. Like, if you go to a lot of parties, you're going to forget about majority of them. So don't feel bad if you missed the football game or the basketball game or the softball game. And yeah, so you stay worried about yourself. 6th and final tip do not stress about high school. It's only 4 years. You have this, you got this, you made it this far. Don't give up and make memories. Like, you're gonna remember high school. No matter how old you get, you're gonna remember your high school years. Even if it's not in perfect detail, you're gonna remember high school. And don't be like everybody else. Don't like be up under everybody else. Like, don't do something because everybody else is doing something. Like, for example, where I'm from, my school, a lot of people like are doing everything that everybody else is doing. Like, people are dressing the same, boys are like acting the same way, and everybody want to be this and everybody want to be that. Me, most definitely, everybody that knows me knows I'm my own person. I stay in my own gap. I really only associate, like, I talk to a lot of people, like, communication wise, but to me, I only really mess with a few people. My circle of friends is not really that big, and I worry about myself, and I stay true to myself, and I do my work. Like, a lot of people in my school know me as being one of the smart girls, so I try my best to do what I gotta do, and don't worry about everybody else, and don't worry about what everybody else is going to think of you, because in the long run, that's not their place to say. And yeah, and then at my school, people be like, they be wanting to be like everybody else. Like, one boy go get a tattoo, everybody get a tattoo, without even no reasoning behind it. So, like, do what you gotta do and stay true to yourself. But with all that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay true to yourself. Y'all already know it's Shay Gang or No Gang, period. And yeah, follow my socials. They were in the intro and they're gonna be in the link below. And I love all of y'all, and I want to take a little time out. I know I just ended the video, but still I want to take a little time out to thank everybody that subscribed, and everybody, like the girl who did my intro. And if y'all notice, I have a new banner. She also did that. And my YouTube little logo picture, I had another friend do that. And I want to thank all of y'all for supporting me. And I also want to say that I am coming up with a merch line, really like kind of like a clothing line, more like apparel for me, like apparel for y'all to wear for me. And the most popular comment is going to be pinned to the top. So without further ado, thanks for watching the video.